Welcome to the Big Ree and Ace Pick 6 College Football Week 7. Let's go, Ace.
Bam. All right, boys and girls. College Football Week 7. Cannot wait. It was a pretty bad Week 6, Big Ree. Cannot lie, but I don't even want to. It was so bad, I don't even want to get into it. You know, I was on fire coming into last week, and I guess I had to get cooled down.
Yeah,
the fire extinguisher got me real good, and so I just want to put that week in the rear view and just kind of move on. It's going to be a juicy weekend.
That's right.
A lot of good games. So I mean, it is what it is. You can't win them all. So we just got to move forward.
Yeah.
I enjoyed some good food last week, so it's all good. That kind of made up for
no doubt
some of the doozy of the games. But it's going to be another good weekend. Got a lot of good weekend of food. Anything going on with you, Big Ree?
Nothing much. Just watching football. What else is there to do right now?
Yeah, it's going to be a juicy weekend. Really pumped. Week 7. You know, this is what they call upset week, Big Ree. It's going to be the next 2 weeks. We saw it last week. Alabama got upsetted, and look forward to having a lot more upsets in the next week or two.
Yeah.
So. What do you think? We were just having a discussion with Javi earlier, our camera guy Javi, and some of the other people in the group is Iowa. How are they number 2?
Yeah, and Cincinnati's number 3.
Yeah, that's interesting. Cincinnati's number 3. I mean, I don't think that can. I don't think that can stay. I don't think that's going to stay along. But who knows? I mean,
who's 4?
It's not Ohio State, right? No, not Alabama, not Oklahoma. I don't know. That's a good question. But right now, dude, I don't really pay too much attention to the rankings. They're going to change quickly, man.
Yeah, the power rankings.
The next couple of weeks will change. But Iowa, there's no way Iowa should be number 2. That's a joke. And Cincinnati, we'll see if they can. They've never made the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
And never even in
playoffs. You kidding me?
But they won big last week, 52 to 3 last week.
Yeah.
That they won. So I don't know, man. And then we got Oregon, who could be a pretender. So
I think Oklahoma is 4.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, Oklahoma is number 4.
Yeah.
Well, they had that big comeback win last week against
Texas.
So, I don't know, man. That was a crazy game. They were down 28-7, baby, in the first quarter, and then they came back. So that was a really good game for Oklahoma. There was a lot of good games last week.
Yeah, for sure.
Freaking Auburn, just a doozy. That guy Bo Nix is horrible.
Scam was at the game.
Oh yeah, I saw that. He was there. I mean, that guy's not playing, so he's got nothing else to do. Ole Miss game was unreal, man. I had Ole Miss. I
thought you had that too. I'm like,
minus 5.5, and these bozos were up by 7 with a second left. And honestly, I think they got screwed on the second to last play, where that guy took more than 6 seconds, but they left 1 second on the clock.
So they gave him the BOD.
Gave him the BOD, and that guy scored on the last second play, man. Just, that was heartbreaking. I'll be honest. That was heartbreaking. Auburn, they just look like crap, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was tough. That was a struggle. But Ole Miss, I felt good. I was like, this is an easy one. And
Georgia looks really good now.
Yeah, and Georgia, their defense is no joke.
Yeah, no doubt.
Shout out to Justin Yang. He was telling us, hey, Georgia lock. And on that note, let's get into some shout-outs for college football, Big Ree. I want to give a shout-out to Q Buckets. What up, Q?
What's up, fat boy from Carson?
What up, fat boy? Shout out to Orlando Villasenor, straight from Old Town Pasadena. Fernando Encinas. What up, Fernando?
What we got?
I don't want you to butcher this guy's name.
I'll let you go.
Shout out to Aldemar Heredia. Want to give a shout out to Adrian Viveris. Bernard Coleman. What up, Bernard? Love that name, Bernard. It's just a legit name. You got your name. If you got a name like Bernard, you just walk into the spot. What's your name? Bernard. And that's it. There's nothing else. Bernard. Sick name, bro. I should change my name legally to Bernard. Want to give this is the name this guy's got on the YouTube profile, Ant Rakim. Ant Rakim. What up, Ant? Want to give a shout out to our boy Takiro Kung What up, Takiro from the LA area recommending Randy's Donuts. We love Randy's. Big Ree loves Randy's.
Nothing like a Long John and a 2% milk.
Nothing like the chocolate Long John
in your mouth.
Yeah, you love it. Just love it. And so Randy's Donuts. Big shout out to Takiro. Anything else?
That's pretty much it.
I'll tell you this. I'm going to have some really good breakfast this weekend, Big Ree.
Where at?
I cannot say the spot because I don't want you just to show up, Big Ree.
Yeah.
I don't want you just to show up on me, but it's going to be good.
So I'm not invited, is pretty much what you're saying.
Not, bro, you're invited to 98% of the places I go, but this one you're not invited. Sorry. Actually, you are. Are you going to come, though? I'm not inviting you unless you're going to come for sure.
Oh, you're not inviting me unless I'm going to come for sure?
Yeah, so if I invite you right now, you have to show up.
I can't. I have work.
You work on the weekends? Come on,
we're working on the weekend.
Reworks on the weekends. I mean, dude, you got all these excuses all the time. Okay, look, but you're not going to show. Are you going to show up or no?
Probably not.
All right, then I can't tell you because I don't want to have the potential that you show up there unexpectedly. So, all right, well, let's get into the docket of games, Big
let's
Reed.
go.
Without further ado, here we go, boys and girls. Aquí vamos, chicos y chicas. Let's go. Game 1. We got the Miami Hurricanes at the North Carolina Tar Heels. The Tar Heels are a 7-point favorite here. Miami 2-3, coming off a 30-28 loss to Virginia. Only wins on the season versus Appalachian State and Central Connecticut. They got the freshman quarterback Tyler Van Dyke in for the injured Derek King, so he's out for the season. And this guy's a freshman. And look, their offense is not playing well at all. This is their first road game of the season. Did you know that, Big Ree? Look, week 7, first road game for Miami. Offense is struggling. Defense is giving up over 30 points to every decent team that they've played. We're not going to count Central Connecticut as a decent team. And then we got North Carolina 3-3, coming off a 35-25 loss to Florida State. I told Javi last week, upset alert on Florida State. They were like a 15-point underdog, and I was like, this is juice. But you know, that was a good one. They upset North Carolina. Look, they're a very inconsistent team, North Carolina. Just a lot of turnovers. Quarterback Sam Howell, top prospect for the NFL draft, playing good but not great. He's just playing pretty decent, actually. And look, honestly, though, Miami is just they're like Notre Dame. Everyone loves to overhype. There's like 3 teams that everybody likes to overhype, the media.
Okay, let's go.
Notre Dame, for sure. We know
Iowa's got to be in there.
They're
number 2 right now, bro.
Okay, they're overhyped too. Iowa. Miami's always overhyped, but I like Miami. Who doesn't like Miami? I mean, Miami's legit, but they're overhyped. BYU is always overhyped.
Okay, who else?
That's my 4. Do you have anybody else?
I don't know. That's
that you want to throw in? Texas could potentially be in that conversation.
7-win Sark.
What? USC? USC potentially. I mean, everyone's USC big program, but ever since Big Balls Pete left, these guys have been just rotational with the coaches. Finally, they got rid of Clay Helton. That was a big deal. But look, a lot of these schools just get overhyped, and I think Clemson's gonna. You guys will see with one of these picks, Clemson's in that category right now. They're not playing well. But look, North Carolina, Miami this should be a 15-point spread here. This should be a 15. It's only 7. So this is an easy one. I'm taking North Carolina -7. Game 2, we got UCLA, the Bruins at the Washington Huskies. The Huskies are a 1.5-point favorite. UCLA 4-2, coming off a 34-16 win versus Arizona. Look, they had good wins versus Stanford and LSU. They have losses to Arizona State and Fresno State. So those are 2 pretty solid teams. They have a strong run game. They got the transfer out of Michigan. Then they got quarterback DTR, Dorian Thompson-Robinson is a senior now. I remember when this guy was a freshman, and now he's a senior. He's playing pretty solid. The Bruins, high-powered offense from Chip Kelly. Then we got Washington, who's 2-3, coming off a 27-24 loss to Oregon State. Oregon State back-to-back wins against the Trojans and Washington, so they're starting to, build themselves, establish themselves as a player in the Pac-12. Look, Washington losses to Oregon State and Montana. I mean, dude, they lost to Montana. Only wins versus Arkansas State. Arkansas State in a really bad Cal team in overtime. Quarterback Dylan Morris, that guy is not good. There no run game. Before, Washington used to churn out a lot of strong running backs. They don't have any running back right now on the roster that's over 200 yards for the season.
Yeah,
for the season. And look, Washington still, everyone thinks like, oh, they're overhyped right now. I think I like UCLA to run over these guys. I'm taking the Bruins plus 1.5. Game 3, we got Missouri at Texas A&M. Missouri 3-3, coming off a 48-35 win versus North Texas. They have a high-powered offense. They're putting up points all the time, but they have a pretty crappy schedule. They're playing some bad teams. Then we got Texas A&M 4-2, coming off a huge upset win versus Alabama. I don't know how many people saw that. If they had their starter in, Haynes King, I would say okay, but they had that guy Calzada. I didn't expect this. What, did you?
Yeah, I didn't expect that at all.
Huge upset. I mean, obviously the biggest upset. Nick Saban. This was Nick Saban's first loss to one of his former assistants in Fisher. So look, dude.
They got fined $100K for storming the field.
Oh, they did?
Yeah.
Who pays that? The fans? Or they start docking it out of their?
I don't know.
Adding it to the tuition, or what do they do there? Or do they just fine the school? That kind of sucks. Why is the school getting fined when you got a bunch of knucklehead 17, 18, 19-year-olds running on the field? That's interesting. But anyhow, other than the Alabama game, look, they're giving up an average of 12 points per game, other than Alabama.
Right.
That's pretty low. So they have a strong defense. I think Missouri's high-powered only because of the crappy teams that are playing. So I'm changing it up here. I'm taking the under 60 here. All right, Big Ree, let's go.
The first game I got is a Friday night game. We got Marshall at North Texas.
Ooh.
Marshall averaging 34.6 points on the season, giving up an average of 23 points. North Texas averaging 23 points, giving up an average of 32 points. An easy over here. I'm taking over 65.5. The next game I got is Western Kentucky at Old Dominion. Western Kentucky is averaging 40 points on the season and giving up an average of 38 points to opponents. Old Dominion is averaging 24 points and giving up 24 points. I'm taking over 67.5. That's my lock. The last game I got is Texas Tech at Kansas. Texas Tech is averaging 35 points on the season, giving up an average of 35 as well. Kansas only averaging 17 points, but giving up an average of 44. Another easy one, taking the over 66.
Woo! All right, I want to throw in a bonus pick for the viewers. I think I forgot about the lock of the week. I did not, as my lock is on my bonus pick. Look, we got a Friday night game, Clemson at Syracuse. Clemson is a 14-point favorite here. My lock of the week here, boys. Bonus pick is Syracuse plus 14, and I have Clemson on an upset alert here. It's a Friday night game. Those are always tricky. Syracuse quarterback is playing lights out. I think that guy had 178 yards on the ground last week, and then 100 yards in the game before. This is an upset alert. Some things go well. I think they can upset Clemson. Clemson's look like crap this year.
Yeah, for sure.
And the QB, DJ, and I'm not going to even try to pronounce his last name, is not looking good.
Yeah.
That guy is not looking good at all. And Clemson not looking good. So I got Clemson on upset alert. But my lock of the week is Syracuse plus 14. All right, Big Ree.
All right, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Peace out, guys.